So this is RJ Nancy connecting from Chennai, and I told you guys you've been checking out. So we are supposed to have live with Zoya Hussain today. So she's gonna join us in the live quite a bit. ஸோ இதோ நம்ம தமிழ்ல இல்லை இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுவோம். பட் இன்னைக்கு ஃபுல் அண்ட் ஃபுல் இங்கிலீஷ்ல இருக்க போகுது. பிகாஸ் எனக்கு ஹிந்தி தெரியாது, ஜோயா மேம்க்கு வந்து தமிழ் தெரியாது. அதனால காமன் இங்கிலீஷ் காமன் லாங்குவேஜ் தமிழ்ல பேச போறோம். So very good evening to all of you.
Hi, very good
Hi.
evening.
Finally.
I tell you, very good evening, and it's really nice to have you on our Insta Live. And when I was promoting the posters, and I kept saying that you're gonna join me on live, people were like, "Oh, this person, I really like her. She's so talented. She's so pretty. She's so hot." I was like, "Yeah." Okay, welcome. Lovely to have you. So, as I told you before, people were so excited to see you. So much of love, so much of appreciation, so much of excitement. So, how are you all receiving it? I mean, how is it?
Thank you. That's really sweet. I don't know how to react. I just kind of smile and giggle awkwardly and say thank you.
Wonderful.
How are you?
Welcome. So,
How is
is your
lockdown treating you? What have you been doing?
Yeah, I've been always busy with work and home. I have a daughter also. So I hardly have any time to spend with her. So this is like something like a break I needed. And I'm totally enjoying this in a
Hmm.
positive way. Half of the time it'll be like, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think
Yeah.
by then the time will get over. But anyway,
No,
so I was
I'm also really not a tech savvy person at all. So it's a
okay.
little like, oh, what am I doing? Anyway. Yeah, you were saying, what have you been doing?
So that's what I've been cooking, housekeeping.
Hmm.
So I've been spending a lot of time with my daughter, been working out at home, trying
Hmm.
to, at least trying to. So I've always wanted this break, and this is
Hmm.
something very, very positive for me. So
Yeah.
yeah, so this is
Yeah,
how my
definitely.
lockdown is going.
I think all of our lives, in fact, anybody that's working, it's not just our industry. It's just go, 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 go all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and we're really privileged to actually be enjoying this time. But I mean, it's not a holiday, but we're lucky that we can treat it so.
We always needed that.
Um,
I need a break. I think that is we have to use this lockdown period as a
yeah,
break and then enjoy it in a positive way.
yeah.
Wonderful having you. So Kaadan has been making the vibes here, and like it's really picking up well, and all that. There's so many expectations for the movie. So how was it
Yeah.
shooting for the movie? Like prepping for your character?
I've been really lucky. I think pretty much every single film that I've done has been shot completely outdoors, and this one in
Yeah.
particular, I didn't have a single interior shot ever, and
Okay.
it
Okay.
was such a treat to just be in Kerala in the rainforest, be living there, and I truly feel grateful to have had that experience, especially now, and of course the film's release is been postponed because of whatever's happening right now.
Yes.
But I mean, in the longer run, it's fine. Movies will come out, people will work, things will get made. But the experience was just so fun. It was so nice, and I love being in nature and being like dirty and messy and outside in the mud. So it was
Okay.
great.
So how did you get into the movie? Like, how was the casting done? Was was the script
Hmm.
made for Zoya already, or you just fit into the character, just,
I
tailor-made?
don't
Was it,
know.
was
I
it?
don't know. I think Prabhu sir saw Mukabaz and
Okay.
they called me up and we met and we spoke about it and that was that. That's how it happened.
And usually Prabhu Solomon's, heroines, his characters are always organic,
Yeah.
very raw,
Yeah.
no makeup. And what are the things he had to train you in? Like, how did you get into the character?
He was so clear about what he wanted. He knew exactly how he wanted, Arvi to be. Um, and so it was a lot of just listening to him, taking those cues in terms of prep. There was some action preparation because there's a lot of like jumping and swinging around, which is fun, of course. um, Tamil and Telugu,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I didn't want to just, obviously I don't know those two languages, and I didn't want to just do this half-ass job of like mouthing things and then somebody else is gonna dub over it. Also, you want to whoever is dubbing in their native language for you, you want to give them enough. So it seems like you want to make their job a little easier also, and you want to seem like you're doing a good job. So there was a lot of prep in terms of that, and of course I had a language coach on set, the entire time, and they gave me um, whatever I had to learn before, and yeah.
What convinced you to take this project?
Prabhu sir, I had seen his films before. I'd heard a lot about, the kind of female characters in all his movies, and just the themes he kind of talks about in his films, the cast, Kerala, to be able to be there, the animals, elephants. It was, and of course, my own character and my own part and how it fit into the whole, the larger scheme of things in the film. I'm really excited
I
that it's going to come out and people are going to watch it. I actually don't think I fully understood what a huge following he had and
Yes.
what the kind of response to the film would be, because we were so disconnected while shooting it,
Mm-hmm.
the whole time. And it was shot over the course of a long period of time. And I don't think because we were so, oh gosh,
Oh, okay.
because we
The
were
same
so,
problem.
yeah, what to do? It's going to happen. At least we laugh about it.
No,
Um,
your hair. You kept
Sorry.
adjusting your hair. You kept
Yeah, I was a
adjusting
little
your hair,
horrified
yes.
at what it was doing. Yeah, I didn't. I think because we just had no clue what was happening in the outside world, also because we had no network for long periods of time. Um, while we started promoting the film, I think is when I truly understood just the scale of it and what a huge film it really is, you know. No,
Yeah,
and the
tell
fact
me.
that it's shot in these three languages and what that really means to be doing a trilingual film, and to be doing a film with Prabhu sir and with, Rana and Pulkit and Shriya and everybody.
So, what is your character? What kind of character you play?
She, I think from a very young age, has just had one goal in mind. And she's
Okay.
somebody that has only worked towards her entire life. Her brother, and she has an elder brother. They have very much the equation is that of, an elder sibling and a younger sibling. And their entire lives, they've just been working towards this one thing, and that makes you a certain way, that makes you kind of put aside and neglect your other wants and needs and desires. And she's like that, and now she doesn't know any other way to be, and it is because of this great love that she has and this great determination she has that she does what she does, which obviously I can't quote, but yeah, so it was really nice to kind of explore how somebody like that would be, and she's good at what she does. And she is she is a part of a team, and what that means to just be a part of a team and do your part. But what the team is trying to achieve is what you want, not what they want, and what it really means to submit yourself to a larger kind of mission and goal. So yeah,
So, seems like a very deep character, right?
yeah, she's quite intense.
Wonderful. I heard that Rana had to shed like 15 kgs for his
Yeah,
character, and he turned into a full-time vegetarian and all. So,
yeah.
did you have to do some kind of homework or exercise or prep for your
Um,
character to get into, your character?
I mean, I'm kind of happy I didn't do Rana, even though he did it, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
how
yeah.
sad. um, no, it's good that all the guys had to do all the work, and the girls could just go and have a good time and hang out and do their thing and have a fun time shooting. But no, I didn't have prep in that sense. Not her
Mm.
Rana's. Rana's I think extra intense. Not
Mm-hmm.
in that sense, no.
Did you have any scenes with the elephant? Because I'm always
Yeah.
horrified with huge elephants. Like, did you have and like, did
No.
you
A
get to?
lot of, yeah, a lot of scenes, in fact, and they're so gentle. Elephants are the gentlest, and they're really sweet and cute. They just hang
Okay,
out and chill. They don't do anything, and they're very
okay.
friendly. You can just keep feeding them like good and like bananas, and just keep petting them and like putting, giving them water, and they're really fun, and they're very like affectionate, and I don't know, I think they're quite emotionally like responsive.
Didn't you get
So.
like, a bit of scare in the beginning, breaking the ice with the elephant, like, going in? Were you?
No, not at all, in fact. Really
Seriously?
not. I think once you do actually are in a situation like that and you are around animals, you will see, you'll know exactly what I mean. There is no
Mm-hmm.
um no fear, actually. No, it's really fun.
Wonderful. And
Yeah.
working with it's a trilingual project, so you have
Hmm.
to speak the dialogue in
Yeah.
Tamil, in Telugu, and Hindi. Did you find it difficult to get the same kind of emotion? How did you cope up with that?
Yeah, I did find it difficult. Of course, I found it difficult. But Prabhu sir like literally like held my hand and walked me through all of it. And of course, you get your lines beforehand, so you do have some time to prep and just kind of learn it. And I think we would do it in Hindi first. So, and
Mm-hmm.
of course, in Tamil and Telugu, there are slight differences in the nuances of
Mm.
how you would
Yes.
emote and punctuate and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So we would do it in Hindi first, so I kind of get what the whole gist is and what the aim of the whole, I mean, what we want to achieve in the scene basically. And then we would figure it out and do it in Tamil and Telugu, and they would give me my time to do it.
You would memorize all the dialogues. It's very tough. Once I went to some shoot and I found it
Hmm.
very difficult to memorize lines in Tamil. That's my mother tongue. And
Hmm.
how did you like memorize lines in Hindi, Tamil, and
Listen,
Telugu?
Tamil is tough, huh? It's tough, but I also learned how truly expressive it really is,
Mm,
And Prabhu sir's mother tongue is also Tamil, and
Tamil.
yeah, and it's such a precise language. It's so, you can articulate exactly what you want to say a lot better than in Hindi and in English. Those are the only two languages I speak. So sometimes, and it was really nice that I could kind of get to learn some of that. And yeah, Tamil, Telugu, Telugu, Tamil, I think I could find the rhythm in it. I think that's what when you don't speak a language, that's what you kind of try and do, find
Try to, yeah. Mm.
the rhythm in it. Telugu has like long words, long words. I wish I knew one of them properly. I really wish I knew another language.
Okay. Now you know any few words in Tamil?
No. I mean, even if I did, I really would not say them right now. I'll make a complete fool of myself.
Not in the wrong pronunciation. You
Yeah,
don't want
exactly.
to
I don't
do
want to
that.
like disrespect it and sound silly.
But anyway, really nice. And tell me about your co-stars. And this is your first movie in Tamil. You
Yes.
you acted alongside with Vishnu Vishal, right? So
Yeah.
how was it? And he always chose, Vishnu Vishal is a person who chose scripts. Whenever he acts in a movie, you know that movie is good by default.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
that kind of a person. So
I think I actually spent the most time with him. It just makes such a big difference, when you just get along, you have a nice time, you have mutual respect for what the other person is
mm,
doing and their scenes, and you help. He was very helpful. He was very helpful in just in terms, I mean, the acting parts also, but even the language parts, and he really didn't need to do that.
mm,
But it was very much this kind of partnership of like, if you're good, I'll be better, and vice versa. So it was very nice. And he's a great guy. He's really sweet, really fun, so hardworking. And it was really it's very encouraging. He's not somebody that's always sitting in his vanity van when it's not his shot or, something like that. Everything is important for him when he's on set. So it's very nice. It creates a nice atmosphere. And
yes,
you want to be a part with, and even you want to, you don't want to feel left out. Yeah.
yes, very true. And something about Rana.
He's really funny. He keeps laughing and joking, and all of us actually. It was even though everything was very intense, what we were doing was quite serious. It was great fun behind the scenes, and a lot of the times people say that if you're doing something really serious, you need to be all intense all the time, and I'm sure that's true a lot of the times. But with this, that wasn't the case. So it was really fun, and Rana's super down to earth and not tantrumy or like attitudey at all. No, I think nobody was. I think you can't be when you're shooting something like this. You really have to submit to it.
And usually, like you said, Prabhu Solomon's movie, most of his, I mean,
Mm.
all of his movies are very intense, the characters especially. So, did you have any kind of problem in, performing the scene and then later having that kind of a mindset after coming out of the set?
Yeah, of course. And especially like the first maybe 3, 4 days, 5 days on set, when you start shooting the film, you're kind of trying to find your feet and figure out. You're just trying to get into the flow, yourself, just as a person. Then in with your character and all of that. When you do intense scenes, especially if they're a little, very emotional or violent or one of something like that, it does take you a while, you know, to kind of you can't just snap out of it and go about your day again. So yeah, that happened a couple of times, in fact, and you kind of you go through it. This I
Mm-hmm.
think you also are kind of suckers to feel that. So you want to feel it and you go through it.
So, like about the music, Shantanu has done it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually heard some of the whenever we were shooting, especially like any romantic scene or sad scene or whatever, Prabhu sir would play a lot of the music in the background, and it
Oh,
was really
nice.
helpful. Yeah, it really is helpful
It's
actually.
easy to emote that way, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the popular opinion on this would be, but I found it really helpful, and especially if it
Mm.
is the kind of a bit of the music of your own film, and you know what it's going to sound like. It just helps you in your delivery of things, and it just helps the mood in general.
What do you think will be the center of attraction of the movie? A particular part or particular scene is really awesome, that it's amazing, that you cannot get out of it, get it out of your mind when you walk
The
out of the theater.
visuals, the visuals, they're
Okay.
stunning. I mean, I've seen a bit of it. It's. I mean, it's the forests are magnificent. They truly are, as are the elephants. I hope all of us are good as well. But really, it's visually. I think all of Prabhu Sir's films really truly are. But
Yes.
it's visually stunning. The film. And I mean, I of course expected that and knew it when I was getting into it. That's also one of the reasons why I chose to do it. But I think you really realize, I think when we were at the trailer launch is when I think all of us saw it on a big screen for the first time. And of course, we would see the shots and as we were shooting, and he would show us little things that he was putting together. But I think we really realized it when we saw it like on a big screen at the trailer launch, and we were like, wow, okay, this is like serious business what we were doing.
And what do you think the audience can expect from the movie?
Some great characters, some great music, lots of really like beautiful elephants and forests. Some great, did I say music already? Great music. It's very entertaining. At the heart of it, there is something that I'm not gonna say it's like an issue-based film or there's a cause or whatever, but yeah, there is,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. It's nice when it's kind of just doesn't become a cause-based film and it's just kind of, kind of written into the larger, scheme of things in the film, and people just kind of don't realize what's being told to them, and they realize later when they discuss it.
How was it shooting in the forest and all? You keep changing locations, and I know
Yeah,
Prabhu Solomon's movies are all thick forest and full
yeah.
greeny. It's a very nice environment to look around. But then you had
Hmm.
to keep traveling, and how did you cope up with all of that?
I think if you're somebody that just likes being in nature and doesn't mind the long drives,
Okay.
it's fine. You'll have a great time. You have to really become okay with being uncomfortable and with the insects and with the dirt and all of that. But being in Kerala and the rainforest, I don't think we could have had cleaner air, better food, cleaner water, and the drives were lovely. We would be driving at sunset, then back again on set at sunrise, and I mean, wow. So we were really lucky. Lots of leech attacks, lots of
Yeah,
blood
that's really
and costumes.
really scary, man. Like it's
Yeah.
really scary. How did you cope up with that, like leeches and
I'm
all?
not very squeamish with blood, but yeah, I don't really want like 5 liters attached to me without realizing. And then suddenly there's little pops of blood everywhere.
Oh my God.
So that's, inconvenient, obviously. Also, there's not just like 5, 6 liters when we would drive in those open jeeps because you can only take off-roading vehicles. You can't go in a regular car. And if the car would ever stop, they would just be like, it was raining leeches. You would have to keep sacks of salt and like Dettol and disinfectant because you don't want to get an infection also. As much as you might be
Mm-hmm.
enjoying yourself, you have to take it a
Mm-hmm.
little seriously. So yeah, I think the leeches were the only kind of gross part because they were everywhere, like in the bathroom tiles, in the shower, in the cupboards, like coming out of everywhere, and there was no escaping it. Like
Did you ever
everybody.
think? Did you ever think, oh God, I shouldn't have committed to this project just because of the leeches?
No, I didn't. I didn't. That I.
But yeah, it should
Yeah.
be worthwhile, right?
Finally, I mean, we do what we do because we really know it's worth it. And how many people really get
Hmm.
to do this? So it's really stupid if anybody thinks any other way.
How long it took for you to adapt to the languages and expressions? Like, how long?
I think because I had all the Hindi things down in the beginning, I knew what I wanted to do with it. Then obviously there were certain tweaks that were required with Tamil and then with Telugu. So that of course I had to kind of and I trusted what Prabhu sir was saying. And of course I had the language coaches. I mean, I lose a lot of sleep? Yes, of course I did. Because in the beginning it was tough. It really was tough because you have to work on your own like memory and just how fast you are at learning things whilst also learning these two new languages and trying to do them as best as you can. So it took a lot of time, but normally, as in any film, everything is some things are set in stone, but it's also nice that things are constantly changing and it's not just permanent. And sometimes it is nice that, you start off and it's supposed to be one thing and then it becomes something else. And you get a little nervous when it's another language that you don't know, but it's fine. You deal with it. These are the things we're supposed to be good at. This is supposed to
Wonderful,
be
yeah.
part of our skill set.
And any scene where you took a lot of retakes, which was quite difficult, and you got that, and everyone were, like astonished, and like that scene was like etched in your memory or something like that.
Some of the action things for sure, because they were all these, you need to climb up trees and then jump off them and then do a lot of, all the guns are real and they're heavy. And
Okay.
actually, I really, now, when you watch a film and you see somebody just like darting through a forest, it's tough because it's completely uneven and it's squishy. There's little stones, there's little rocks, there's these little gaddhas everywhere. It's not solid flat ground, and all the leaves are constantly moving. The keychad, you can literally you slip, and we were shooting in the rain. So I remember those days were difficult also, especially when it would rain because everything was wet and your foot would literally get stuck. So you can't, you know, really dig your feet in and get a
Yes, yes.
solid, thing to lift off. But so you have to just kind of look like you're gliding through, but you're not. You're really
It's not.
struggling. Yeah. So I remember those days. It was just those things, just running through the forest with a gun and like a group of people, carrying people. All those kind of things were very difficult. I had to climb on top of these, I don't even know what you call them. It was about a story high, a story and a half high, and then come out on the other side and jump off and then jump onto the elephant and all. So those things I found really fun, but also tough because I was like, wow, what
My
am I
God.
doing?
Yeah, yeah. No, did
Yeah.
you undergo training for all these things?
Yeah, of course, of course. I mean, I had to. I would have injured myself or somebody
Yes.
else. So, yeah, of course we did. We would obviously, go through it again and again even before the shot, and then just go like straight into it.
What was the best comment that you received from Prabhu Solomon, sir?
He is really a man of
Compliments.
very few words. Okay, he
Okay.
is not somebody that gets like overly excited after he gets something or whatever.
Whatever he
But
wanted.
yeah, but just to like truly know that to have his like respect and to have just to know that he likes you and he liked working with you and just to get that little like from him,
Hmm.
it's nice.
Hmm.
He doesn't do
Have
that
you
very
watched the
much.
movie? You watched the movie?
I haven't seen it. Yeah,
Okay. Did
I'm sorry,
did
but
Prabhu Solomon sir watch it and tell anything to you about the movie?
no, I really want to know. I really, really want to know.
Okay, wonderful. Nice connecting with
Yeah.
you. Kaadan has
Thank
been
you.
a very big because the posters, Prabhu Solomon's movies already it has a certain amount of expectation, and this
Yeah.
cast especially again with elephants and forest, I think it's really getting higher, and that vibe is already there.
Yeah.
So we are also expecting for the movie. What would you like to tell on behalf of the team?
I hope people like it. I hope people go watch it. I really hope they like it. I hope they get it. And everyone's worked very hard, really, really hard. We shot this film over a long time, and it wasn't something we were just doing with an outcome in mind. So I hope people appreciate everyone's work and everyone's efforts, Prabhu sir's work, because I think, was really that glue that kept everything together. And everybody kept everybody motivated, kept everybody going, and we were all really doing it. He really was the captain of the ship. So I really hope, yeah, that people like it.
Wonderful connecting with you. All the best to the entire team,
Thank
and
you.
yes, looking forward to the movie.
Same here. Please watch it though. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. All
And
the
then tell me
best to
what you
you.
think.
Yeah, definitely. Of course.
Yeah.
I'm a very big fan of Prabhu Solomon sir, so default I will watch.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely
All
day.
right. You too. Bye.
Bye.